Hey, here we are again, quick update. The front doesn't look a whole lot different, but we've got some other stuff going on. Let's see. Where are you panning to?
Looking up north.
Just around. Starting to get some green in the grass. It's been beautiful weather so far. And we've got some issues with the house. Big surprise. Issues with the house. So we will take you in and show you what's been done and what's going to be done or not.
Right. We did move the power that was coming from there.
Oh yeah.
We moved it out to there and then we got it buried. That's good. So the power is running to the side of the house as opposed to a big overhead power line to the...
And this power line thing
that's not a power line. That's a cable.
It's for, is it a cable
fiber.
or is it fiber?
Fiber optic.
Fiber optic out here.
Right.
It's way too expensive. Our Starlink is doing just fine.
Oh, it's wonderful.
So, what's new? Well, come on in and we'll tell you about it. So, we have some frustrating news, and that is that we're not going to be able to finish the house before we get into it. We're going to have to take it project by project because the damage to the wood and the floor, the ceiling and the floor was so extensive that we've had to pretty much reframe the house from the inside. Yeah. And that's taken a lot of time and a lot of manpower and all that. So that's depleted a lot of our budget for the house.
This is the newest addition, and they still had to scab on new rafters and joists to get everything to be able to hook up and do right. You look up there, all new. Look over here, they've had to cut back and then add on, tap on, put new stuff up and in, put the new corner piece.
And they've done a really great job at using some of the wood that was already here for shims and smaller pieces.
Yep.
But our priority was to make the house safe and structurally sound as we can. And that we couldn't have known how much of a project that was going to be before we got into the house and started ripping the walls apart. You can't know that. And FYI, funny little note, Arkansas is a non-disclosure state. So when you buy a home, they don't have to disclose anything to you for the most part. So you're responsible for getting your own inspections, termite inspections, etc. However, the inspector can only tell you so much, and you don't know what kind of inspector they're going to be, etc. So there was really no way to know what was going on behind the scenes, behind the walls in this house until we started pulling it apart.
And plus, because it's so small and narrow gaps,
yeah.
The inspector that was here couldn't see. So the inspector crawled up over there and then couldn't see enough through the ceiling to see over here, to see on this side of the rafters, or you really see over there. So he could only see, and he said from what he saw, it looked okay.
So for all of our construction people out there, there was a tongue and groove, correct me if I'm wrong, tongue and groove long piece of
like
wood.
A one by
that was supporting the main center of this roof.
So this roof up, the center line of this roof did have, now they actually cut it off and actually put a 2x6 up there and then put a base underneath to make almost like an I-beam. Yeah. But that was a 1x cut piece of tongue and groove. You can see the actual groove in the bottom of it. When they got here, they're like, what? So they've really had, they put these rafters up and you can see they've had to space some of these. So they had to use small shims, full 2x, small piece, no beam, because they don't line up. So in order to get the cross beams to line up, they had to do all that stuff. So they did a ton of work.
Yeah. So that pretty much ate up most of our budget.
And the floor.
Oh, good grief.
It was being held together by pieces and chunks of flagstone and broken cinder blocks. So you could literally, this floor right here was, once they pulled up all the 5 floor tops and the other piece of flooring and all the other stuff that was on top of it, it became really bouncy. So they had to, they've gone in and completely redone everything underneath. The guys spent 2 weeks under the house.
Yeah, at least.
So
anyway,
sorry, let me
point
get back.
being with the house is it's a major bummer that we're not going to be able to finish it the way we want to finish it before we move in. However, we're going to be able to get in. They're going to put the spray foam insulation everywhere.
Well, they're going to do the plumbing, electrical. Sorry, you're going to. You got it? Okay, sorry.
Pipe in, babe, anytime. So.
People behind the camera will be quiet.
No. So, spray foam, plumbing, electrical, and what am I missing? HVAC. Thank you. So, with those costs, that's about it. The only other thing that we're going to do is we're going to get sheetrock up. But we're going to, he's going to frame, and windows. Sorry. We already bought the windows. We're going to get those in. And we did buy, because we got on all of our kitchen appliances, because it was a great sale. So we've got all those. And of course, hot water heater. That kind of goes without saying. So we're going to be able to live here. We're going to have to finish what we're going to call Marin's bathroom. This all is going to be torn down and then scooted over, frankly. And it's gonna look the same by the time we're done, except it's gonna be moved over,
right.
And new.
It's gonna be up about as tall as the bottom of this line right here. So it's gonna be as tall as that opening right here.
Yeah.
That case opening. Yeah. Is gonna be the rest of the room.
It's like
in
right
there,
here.
that hallway.
So, but we are gonna get sheetrock up, and then we are gonna get Advantech on the floors. And then we're going to paint it. Yeah. And so that will help with the cost, but we do still have to get a vanity, a sink, a tub, and we're just going to put up fiberglass panels in the bathroom surrounding the tub for a shower and a new toilet. But
it's going to be safe. It's going to be warm. It's going to be
warm, comfortable. We're going to have, elbow room.
Finally.
And it's gonna be okay. So Mike and I both are going back to work, finding some job somewhere, and hopefully we will be able to save up pretty quickly. And let's go out.
Let's show you the back of the house. We haven't really shown that. I want to hit pause. We'll come back in just a minute.
Okay. Talk about the.
All right, coming out the back door.
So here's life on the farm so far. We had guinea chicks.
Where are they at? There they are.
We got guinea chicks. We raised them in this coop, and then it was finally, we gave them the lap of luxury. It was finally time to bring them out and keep them out overnight because they need to roost in this tree.
This is their tree.
Right up here. This is their tree to roost in. I don't know if we've said anything before about guinea fowl, but they're amazing at taking care of ticks and bugs and spiders and everything all around your property.
Everything.
It's kind of it's a radius from where they roost. It's a radius around your property, about a football field or two, I think.
I think it's a football field or so.
Yeah, around your property that they'll keep clean of bugs and everything. So first night that we let them out, we don't know what they did. We don't know if they roosted in the tree or not. But next morning, why don't you take over, babe?
So, next morning, come out. There was two sitting over here. I heard one or two somewhere over in that area by the trees or somewhere around. I heard a couple across the street here at probably our neighbor's yard. Couldn't find one. Came out of the bathroom, out of the house, and just found a chunk of feathers. Just a real little chunk of feathers right there. So I think what happened is one of them came out of the tree and got snatched immediately. So I think a coyote got them. We've had a real big thing with coyotes. They're coming off of our hill behind us. So
our neighbor we saw in Tractor Supply a few hours ago said that he's been popping off coyotes with a thermal scope.
Yeah, he's been hunting at night.
Because his property and his grandfather's property is just south of. No,
so south of ours, they butt up against. They have about I want to say 100 acres.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So that was kind of an interesting thing. So
anyway.
So we're gonna pause, and then we're going to show you why it's worth it.
Why we're doing this. So we'll see you in a minute.
Okay. And this is worth it. This view is spectacular. The trees are starting to bud already, which is exciting.
All right, but just look at that view off this valley.
Good grief.
I mean,
And the elbow room. Just
Yeah.
I mean, we've had
there's
frogs in the creeks, and
it's our wonderful neighbor over there, Mr. Larry Don. Phenomenal. 80 years old and still out there on his tractor with his bibs and
he's the nicest man in the world.
beautiful
and then
man.
everything you see right here,
This is all us.
everything that you can see is our property. Except for way up the hill.
We go up into that hill about 80 feet.
Yeah, into the trees.
Yeah, maybe 100 feet up into the trees, and then we'll be moving that. We're off into that corner over there. You know, probably about another 50 feet out that way. And then we go
to the pasture.
the north. Okay, we'll take you over to the southwest pasture. But this is just, look at this view. You can't beat it. Can't beat it with a stick. There's a little property down there that we're gonna.
As our real estate agent here said, you know, they're making more houses, they're not making more land.
Yep.
So, and then our wonderful real estate agent in Reading, Tanya, said, marry
Marry the land, date the mortgage.
date the rate, marry the shoot. Now I can't even
Marry the property, date the rate. Date the
something
mortgage
like-
rate.
Yeah. So
And
it's a pretty
it's-
hefty mortgage right now, but
There's our other neighbor right there. He lives in that house over there. So
fingers crossed we can refi and the rates will come down and it's all gonna work out. We don't know how.
that's our burn pile down there. We're gonna set that up pretty soon once the burn ban's done. But all right, let's go take a look at the southwest pasture.
So we found the most beautiful little pasture back up in the trees. You can't even see it from the road or the house or anything.
So our
There's
house
this grove of
is
trees
down over
right
there.
here. And tell them where our house is.
Our house is like right over there on the other side of that hill. But we had to come up another hill to get back here. So still our property.
And so we're in the southwest
40.
kind of corner
Yeah.
of our property.
That's our south pond right over there behind those trees. That's on the north or the west side of barn 3. But
And then look at this. This is amazing. This is just a little area in the back.
our property goes
property.
from about there, but it goes into the tree line over that way.
And there's a big ravine down there, and
Yeah, and then we go up
pretty funny.
up the hill back into there. Still us. It's just unbelievable, guys. This is. So we're gonna fight and scream and cuss and rant. We're gonna take you down to the last view on the property. So bear with us while we're getting down the road here.
Low or high?
Go high.
Uh-oh. That's low, sorry.
There you go. All right, we're off to the races. So.
Marion thinks I drive like a grandma.
She does.
She's a kamikaze crazy girl when she drives this UTV.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking you over here because you got to see this little ravine. Oh, we're not.
You can't go through the trees,
Yeah,
but this is normally where we drop down and go. Our property's back into there and then down.
I'm sorry, you know,
Yeah. That's okay. So
go like right here, right?
unless if you want to show them the old couch that's out here somewhere. So, but that's Mr. Lynn's property right over here that we share the fence line with.
Nope.
It's a gas pad, but that's only a couple acres. But so
Here's the southwest, not even corners.
our southwest corner's back over there, about another 100 feet or so. So
But we're kind of making a fence line tour for you guys. Oh,
go that way.
which way?
Great.
Okay.
I let her drive, and here we are.
Always a fun time.
There goes all the ducks. She's scaring the ducks out the pond.
Oh yeah, we got ducks, Canadian geese that come out,
Oh yeah, they love
hang
it.
out in this an upper pond
Yeah.
that we've got. I'm going over here. I know. I know.
He's crazy driver. So this is,
Back here is that grove of trees.
yeah, you can't see him over there.
I
There
don't
he
know.
goes up,
That's
and we're up
on the
top.
other side of that little grove. It's not even that little.
No, not really.
So
So here's the long barn, and then we got the barn 2 is on the other side of that with the first red roof, and then barn 1 is one that has all the tires in it. I think we showed you all of that. But we're just taking you guys around to show you, a little update.
We'll go between the barns.
You want to go that way then, or you want to go?
No, I want to go in front.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll come up if you want to pause it so they don't have to watch.
All right, guys, I'm gonna pause you, but we're gonna go down and then over and then come back, and we'll get back with you in a second. All right, y'all, we're back with it. We're gonna drive through barn 3. This is the long barn. This was a turkey barn turned into a cattle barn. You can see the cattle chutes down here.
The wood is really pretty.
Oh yeah, no, it's great wood. It's just we got to get reused. On the end down there is going to be the gun range eventually, but that's long-term plans. So it's great construction. It's just old and needs to be reused. So
It's amazing.
oh yeah, we love.
3 of these.
Yeah, well, one full wood structure, and then 2 metal ribbed chicken coop barns.
Okay, see that.
No, what?
Oh.
I was gonna say you're gonna go.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. You're too close.
Oh,
All right, y'all. You're women drivers.
hey, shut up.
All right, y'all. We made it by the skin of my teeth. I almost died twice. All right, and we're not even a 4-wheel drive, so.
So this is a little spot between barn 3 and 2, and here's barn 2.
There's barn 2. This is one of 2 metal braced barns. We don't know what we're gonna do with this one. We might take it down. We might, we want to use it for take it down and maybe use the land for a big arena.
Yeah.
Eventually, but we got to finish the house first. So
priorities.
Right, priorities. So another burn pile here. There's all more of the backside of the tires that
yeah, you can really get a good view of the tires.
This is how many tires that I have to figure out how to get. We have to figure out how to get rid of them.
And excuse my language, but look at this shit.
Yeah.
Like this is, come on.
Yep. It's our problem now.
mean,
Anybody
yeah.
need some white walls? I think I got some on the roof over here. So, anyway, nice little tree area.
We're gonna have projects until we're dead.
And then after we're dead, they're gonna dig us up because we're not done with the projects yet. So,
We'll have a story to prove.
yeah, there's a feeder, but that's gonna be going bye-bye. So that's an old well house over here. We're gonna have to utilize that, but.
Right there?
Yeah, this is the old well house there. There was a trailer up here. We got to come over and clean all this up. Oh yeah.
There was this big, like, little temporary,
It was
like
just
a construction office kind of
Trailer,
trailer. And we were like, no, you got to get that off the property before we take.
and
before
so
it
you
goes.
can see what they did.
And
They
this
just
is the remainings of it, or maybe that was
That's
under it. We
yeah,
don't even know. There's
it's
just
ridiculous.
there's a lot of trash on the property. We're gonna.
Yeah.
Actually, we need to have a couple bags in the UTV so we can pick up as we go along.
Yeah.
We've just been trying not to freeze our butts off. So
Right.
now that it's spring, we can get out a lot more.
Yep. All right, y'all. We're gonna pause and head back to the house. Actually, we want to hit around the corner. Let's take and show them the south side of the big pond. Like I said, driving Miss Daisy over here.
I'm gonna pop you right out of this thing.
She will too.
You'll roll.
So, here's the south side of the pond. Beautiful. That's gonna be hopefully a horse entrance over here. We can utilize that for letting the horses get wet.
Can we go right there? We can't go down this way, can we?
You can, but it's gonna be tight and tough. So, all right, y'all, we're gonna say, for now, we're gonna get back to the house and we'll say goodbye over there.
And back around. Here we are. Our trailer.
There
And
we
the
go.
cat. Say, Dougie.
There's our kitty.
Yeah.
She's so
You want to go
upset.
in? You're tired of being out.
So, there's the
It's
backside.
hard, but it's worth it. We could not have done this in California. Or
No.
probably any other state closer.
No,
You know, we couldn't have this. So,
unless we were way up in the panhandle of Idaho and under 40 feet of snow.
right.
So, anyway, y'all, we love you. We miss you. Thanks for following, and keep following. Keep saying, throw us a comment. I don't know how to do this YouTube stuff, but it's fun.
Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.